Hello my lovely water signs, welcome to your September reading with me, Lorien, at the Wellington Witch. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a return subscriber. I have finally a new phone, so fingers crossed you'll be able to see everything on here just perfectly. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay, and I'm just really excited to get this out to you guys. So we're going to be starting with Pisces, going into Cancer, and then we're going to go into Scorpio. I'm not going to do too much astrology for this month because I've been playing with maybe drawing a few cards on the astrology side as separately, but let me know if that's something that you're interested in regardless. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to start with these cards, and as I say, we're going to start with Pisces. The timestamps down below will show you where to go for the other signs, but do check out your sun, moon, rising. If you want to check out your north node as well, please do so. Leave a comment below, let me know whether this resonates with you, and as always, if you'd like to subscribe, if you like the content I create, that really does help me, reach more people and reach you regularly as well. So I don't want you missing out on anything that I come up with on this channel. So let's have a look and see what's coming up for Pisces. Whoa, okay, so Pisces has a lot going on apparently. Spread your wings is the first card. So this is to do with having that confidence to just go with where your heart really wants you to take or be taken. It feels like there's kind of a branch out into something new, something that maybe you've been thinking about doing but haven't done. Definitely a new direction, definitely something that you can accomplish this month. We have outdoors. It's important, I think, not to be too, how to put it, not to be too stuck indoors. Like a lot of people over the last 18 months, we have been stuck indoors. For some people, that's just their reality, that they cannot physically go outside. But if you can bring the outdoors in at any point with some plants, fresh air, anything like that, even if you just open the windows, stare out at something green, just put some background noise with birds on your computer if you're busy at work all day, something that just brings you to the outdoors, because this, I think, is going to really help you kind of recharge. Even if you physically cannot get outside, have a walk in nature, just try and get that nature to you, because I do feel that you're very connected with that, and this is going to be something that I feel is going to clear your mind when you need it in September. And then we have you are safe. If you've been worried lately about anything that has been maybe playing on your mind, finances, family, health issues, just know that you are safe. You're on the right path. There's something that feels very much like they want to be near to you. And when I say they, it may be your guides, it may be angels, it may be whoever you speak to, whoever you feel is watching over you. There's just a feeling of, yes, you might be going through it sometimes, especially if you're trying to start something new or if you're trying to go in a different direction. But there's definitely a feeling of contentment coming in here as well, especially with this Archangel Michael. I do feel that something that you want to protect at the same time as soar and spread your wings, maybe be kind of on your own a little bit, do something for yourself. That could be that you're worried about leaving somebody behind this month. I don't know exactly. We'll get into that in the cards. And then remember who you are. You are an individual. You are somebody with your own needs, wants, desires, your own growth, your own journey. If something has made you forget that lately, now's the time to remember it. You need to focus on who you are now, who you are becoming. If you don't like who you are becoming, then you have the power to change that. So there's something that you can do almost to kind of switch and course correct a little bit. It's not exactly going to be radical. It's not going to need to be something massive. But it does feel like you are going, you know what, I'm not happy on this trajectory, I'm changing, or the trajectory you're already changing to, you feel more confident, maybe there's a wobble now and again. Just remember that you have this. I feel this is something that's kind of a new direction for you mostly, and you do have blue, so it could be to do with communication. A lot of, you got 2 Archangel Michael actually, so being very strong, being very honest in your communication, being very open, and also remembering that you have this protection around you. So let's have a look as well, Pisces, as to what's coming with the advice from the tarot for you. Alright, let's see. 3 of Wands, okay. So with this, it feels a little bit like you can have this, sorry, let me just put that down. You have this projection of moving forward. So the first of, or the Ace of Wands, is inspiration, the idea. The Second of Wands is to have this progress and research the idea. And the third is to actually put that into action. So you are now on your way to creating a foundation in the Four of Wands for something new and very much grounding for you in the future as well. I think this is going to be very positive. This is going to set you on a very unique path. I feel here as well that there's going to be some revelations maybe this month, not necessarily negative. You know, not every revelation has to be, oh my gosh, somebody stole a baby when they were, you know, not anything like that. Okay, so judgment coming through here, I feel, is kind of maybe how harshly you've judged yourself in the past for previous failings, or something that you didn't do that you really wanted to do, an opportunity that you missed. September, I think you're making up for that. You're making up for anything that you feel you may perhaps have overlooked back then, or, you know, a few years ago. It feels a lot like you are overcoming something, maybe some health issues. 9 of Pentacles, my favorite card. This is you being very unique and you trusting yourself. This is you also being in a position of independence, gratitude, luxury. It can be an isolation card, because, you know, a lot of 9s are just doing things by yourself, but this is a good thing. You know, this is to further yourself. This is to develop yourself, and I honestly don't see this as being anything selfish. This is more to do with improving yourself, and then everyone else around you benefits from that. So it's almost like if somebody has a problem with you trying to improve, then they need to look at themselves. I just get this feeling that somebody's going to be moaning a little bit about maybe how much time you're spending on a project, or how much time you're spending, you know, even if it's an hour on every Friday going on a walk. It just feels a little bit like they're moaning slightly. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's not going to take the wind out of your sails, because I don't think it should. Let's see what's coming through here. Oh, knock the camera a little bit. We have, be bold and make the first move. I think that's exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. You're making sure that you can now see yourself evolve. I think you've put something into action recently. Maybe you've been the driving force behind something, getting everything organised, and now you can actually finish it. You're making the first move to finish it. Some of you are making the first move to start something new, and or the first move of many. I just feel like there's a stepping stone situation here, and you're kind of halfway through, but it still feels like a brand new beginning for you. So that's interesting. I'm really looking forward to see what comes through for you next, Pisces. But let me know in the comments below what you're expecting in September, how this has helped you. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so, or if you'd like a Reiki session or a tarot reading, all the information's down below in the description box. In the meantime, lovelies, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. The next reading is going to be Cancers. Okie dokie, Cancerians. Let's see what's coming up with the angel card for you in September. This again is for Cancerian Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. If you'd like to check out all of those, feel free to do so. Right, this group seems to want to come through. Wow, victory and moon cycle. Well, moon cycles is definitely something for you Cancerians. I feel here that this is very much a case of you discovering something about yourself this month. Maybe it's a kind of return to a position that you were at maybe before the pandemic. Just feels like you're coming home somehow, because the moon for me signifies home for you. This is something that feels like, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm content, I'm coming back into my own now. It just feels a lot like you are going to be kind of releasing a sigh of relief, and just feeling more like yourself, more like you have energy. The moon may have something to do with that. It may be that it aspects your personal chart to the benefit of you, but it just feels like there's something that you're feeling more, okay, I've done this and I'm feeling a lot better now. Like, oh. Now, the cliche is to release a breath you didn't know you were holding. You know you've been holding it. This is something that you've been waiting for a while. And this is something that feels like you are now reaching the pinnacle of something new. Or reaching the end of a cycle, so you can actually move on to something new, and get back to where you were before. And again, there's a cycle here, and the stages of your life and the cycles of your life, it will affect how you see yourself. It will affect how you manifest things, your energy systems. So just like the moon, your life is going to have a cycle, and I think you're now coming back into a positive spin or a positive side. It just feels like your energy's been affected. However, you have victory here, which is a great card to have. This is so positive and strong, and I do feel like whatever you've been asking, again, manifesting, trying to get things organized, it is coming through to you now. It is here. It is going to be delivered to you. I don't know why it says delivered. Something, victory is being delivered to you. Maybe you're waiting on a decision, like a letter, or something to be given. I don't know, but it does feel very strongly aspected. And here we have, this came out for Pisces. Remember who you are. Again, this may be coming back to how you felt before 2020. How you felt in mid-2019. Maybe you had more energy, had more positivity, felt a lot better about your career, about yourself. You were forging forwards with your own, needs and wants and whatever you wanted, and then suddenly something happened, either before everything else in the world or, during it. But it just feels like you're coming back to a sense of who you were before everything, which is not a bad thing. I think you're going to feel more content. I feel like you're going to be, just feel like there's a relief. There's just that, oh, thank God for that. Just that kind of breathe now. I can breathe. Let's see what's coming through for Cancerians. Cancerians in the month of September, please. What we got, what's advice for Cancerians? I feel this could also be for 10 house midheavens. If you have Cancer as your midheaven, that could be something that is affecting. Whoa, hello. Okay. Let's see what you have to say first. So yeah, it's not about rushing. You need to make sure that you feel contented enough to make the decisions that you need to make. There could be a little bit of regret about how things were, and that could still be preventing you from moving forward, or a little bit of, oh, wasn't I silly to let this go this far, or wasn't things happen, this happened so, or in such a way that I feel like, and you're just kind of going over your feelings a little bit. However, Eight of Swords, this is something that you can get out of yourself. This escapism, this disappointment that you've maybe been having, like everything seems to have been bashing you, or maybe this is a mental block that you've had because of how things have been. This is now you able to kind of shift from that and shift out of that kind of pattern of feeling lost or feeling half yourself, like a half moon. Again, the Six of Swords, this is a victory. This is you coming out of diversity. This is a transition, a rite of passage, something about the last year you had to go through in order to see your potential, see where you were supposed to be. Now that can sometimes sound really unfair, because you're like, why? Because it's never explained. You're like, okay, so let me just sit you down. We're going to, like the universe, sitting you down in their office and just saying, we need you to go through this crap so that you can understand better about this part of your life and implement it as you go through, so at this point you feel more confident, blah blah blah. It's one of those things where you don't get the foresight, you will only get hindsight, and that will inform you then, so you may get a little bit of an inkling as to intuition as to what you need to do. But this is kind of like, I think you've gone through emotional, maybe mental hell for quite a while, and now you seem to be coming through that because it's a rite of passage. I don't know why it's been tough particularly for you, but it's definitely something that you, again, feel like you sacrificed a lot for. It feels like you're in a new position because you do manage to see things a little differently now. You do see things maybe from what they are, and I feel like getting back to yourself and feeling, how you were before, you're still going to be changed, but there's a level of, depth now that you can utilize and still maybe feel more like you can smile and be happier. It just has a good feeling. And I think this is kind of saying, look, even though it's been a bit crap, it's going to be worth it in the longer term, because you seem to be coming back to how you were, how you feel better, improving yourself maybe in some way, I don't know. It just feels a lot brighter and lighter and elegant for you. Maybe there's a Libra somewhere. I just get the feeling of the Libra somehow. Okay, have faith in your dreams. Yeah, so maybe if you've lost faith because of everything, that's returning to you. That's kind of coming back to you in stages. I mean, again, you maybe just felt a little bit like a half moon. You can't really focus on anything. And then we have a time to give rather than take. So I think this is to you. I don't think this is to anyone else. I feel like this is to you. This is to give something to yourself rather than take it from yourself, if you know what I mean. It's something that feels like you have taken a lot of energy, you've taken a lot of time, and you've maybe been displacing it, not in the areas that have been worth it, and now it's time to give back to you. I do feel that it's for you. I don't feel it's for everybody else, because you are quite a giving person to other people. You need to include yourself in that. You need to include yourself in the giving that you have been doing recently. So I hope that's helpful, my lovely, lovely Cancerians. Do let me know in the description box below what you're expecting. If you like this reading and want to know more, you can always subscribe or get a Reiki or tarot reading from me directly, and that's in the description box below as well. But in the meantime, lovelies, take care of yourselves. I'm now going to go on into Scorpio. Okay, hello fellow Scorpios. This is a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. So if you'd like to check out the elements, feel free to do so. I'm a Scorpio Sun, so hello to all my Scorpios. Alright, let's see. Whoa. You've got a lot of messages coming out today. The main thing they want you to do in September is clean your chakras. So definitely remove anything that has been affecting you. Clutter around. I know I need to do that myself. Maybe make sure that you're taking a shower every few days. Doesn't need to be every day, but just something that cleanses yourself. Visualize your chakras cleaning in the shower or the bath or in the rain, or just something that's kind of a moment to clear or shake off that energy that maybe feels a bit stale. Just something that feels a little bit like sticky and tacky, and just kind of shake it off a little bit. Maybe there's something like a pizza box that you just cannot be bothered to pick up off the floor for the last week. Hopefully it's empty, but just kind of pick it up and put it in the trash, that kind of thing. Make sure that it's all out of the way. And then we have take back your power. Okay, so I think this is, maybe you feeling a little bit lackadaisical, under the weather, can't be bothered, down in the dumps almost. September is where you can take back your power and feel freer. You may have a Pisces kind of vibe here, because this came up for Pisces too, but you've got many cards here. But I do feel that there's something that you are needing to kind of take back control of. Let me just see if anything else. Okay, again, Canceria came out with that as well. Could be to do with the moon cycles. I just feel like you've been very emotional. Maybe there's been something that's been weighing heavily on your mind. Again, within September, I do feel that there's going to be something that you can claim back energetically. It could be that you just take time to stare at the moon for an hour. I was going to say a day, but no, it's a bit too long. And just like a feeling of, okay, I'm content, I can do this, I can just spend this hour. Something that you can control. It feels a lot like, let me just get another one of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are doing some deep contemplation in September, and I don't know why it feels like September is one of your favourite months for this. I think it's because it's a transitional month. Because we go from summer into autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, and then we go from winter into spring into the Southern Hemisphere, and it just feels like that twist, that kind of turn of the season is kind of a turn of the dial within yourself. You're very intuitive that way, and I feel like, okay, this phase, let's twist it on its head. Let's see where I can go from here. I'm gonna start anew on something, and it just feels like this is you having this sort of life review to see where you've been maybe sticky with your chakras. Maybe you have let things go too much in regards to your projects, or, you know, taking care of yourself, or a hobby. You know, maybe you were practicing something. The moon cycles, you're going to pay attention to your emotions a lot more. Victory, you are going to get victories. You are going to feel like you've accomplished things, because you're constantly in review in September. Like, does this fit in my plan, or does this intuitively fit in my life anymore? Does this intuitively go within my soul, within my safe circle? You know, is this something that I want to keep? And I think that's definitely going to be part of your September, is having that constant review of friends, places you visit, people you follow, social media accounts. Everything is going to be in review in September, because you have kind of had enough of a lot of the bullshit that's going on around you. And I think that's kind of you going, you know what, shake it off, like a dog with some water, or, you know, maybe a cat that's got caught in cobwebs, shaking it off, you know, and just trying to feel a lot better about yourself and about the path that you're taking. All right, let's see. Alright, you want to come out. This is different than last time, the last few readings. Okay, Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. Again, the moon cycles. Maybe the moon's going to really affect you. I don't know when the new moon is, and I'm not sure of the full moon either, unfortunately, but it could be a big one for you. My intuition guides me to the right decision, and it will also guide you to getting rid of things that you no longer need. Queen of Pentacles is about, you know, when she shows up a lot of the time when you're trying to make changes to your house. So maybe you're trying to buy a new place, or just get rid of a load of clutter, maybe rearrange furniture, make it more comfortable, maybe represent more you, make it more identifiably you, so you feel like you're stamped on it. But I do feel like this is, again, a feeling of contentment, because she says, I have everything I need to prosper, which you do. You do have everything inside you already. I think this is you realising that now, because, again, taking back your power, having the victory, cleaning your chakras, you're going to realise that you have the talent, you have the ability, you have the sensitivity, you have the knowledge and the foresight and the protection and everything that you need to succeed. And I think this is a really good kind of vibe coming through here. Let me see what's coming through again. So 6 of Cups. All right, so this could be something where you feel like you're looking back again, life review. Maybe seeing if there's anything you need to heal. It could be some shadow work going on for you. But I don't think it's very particularly heavy. I just think you're kind of maybe looking back, even though it's the last year or a few years ago, and just thinking, wow, how far I've come, how much I've known. You know, what have I gained in knowledge? What have I gained in experience? What do I know now that can actually help me move forwards towards my goal in a very practical and intuitive fashion? So it's you, yes, looking back maybe, or having that kind of past experience now inform you how to go into the future and experience it in a different way. 4 of Wands, solid foundation, really nice. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. This, to me, this whole thing is kind of like a giant advertisement for manifesting. You've got the moon here. You could use the moon phases as to how to do it. Chakra meditations. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is very much about having that down to earth money, jobs, prosperity, abundance, security, houses, that kind of thing, you know, which is typically what people want to manifest. But this, the universe is saying that you have everything. She says you have everything. You've got everything you need. You just have to feel like you have. You just have to recognize that you have. And it is within you. And if you need, you know, I need an extra $1,000 for such and such, you can bring that in, because the power to do that is within you. And that's an extension of yourself. So you're just kind of winding in the rope that has that $1,000 attached to it. And you're drawing it to yourself and going, okay, time to come in now, thanks. That sort of feeling. It's kind of like you have the ability to do that. Yeah, 3 of Cups, a lot of celebration, I feel, like collaboration as well. Having that kind of friend time, that communication, feeling very positive, just feeling nice. That's just what I get. I just get a really nice feeling for you. Really nice feeling for September. It's you going, being like a big boss energy. That's what I'm getting for Scorpios in September. But you do need to remember to be gentle with yourself. Don't go full throttle just yet. You know, just ease into it. Have a nice drive. You don't have to speed through the views. Just take it easy. Enjoy the ambiance of the countryside or wherever you are. Confidence is the key to success. This is it. You need to feel more confident. You need to have more belief in yourself, because you have everything already. September should bring you this confidence. Yes, feeling more like chakra clearing. Get rid of all the stickiness. Get rid of all that stickiness. Here we have take back your power. I'm just going to arrange these a little bit better. Just feel more like yourself. Get back into the Scorpio zone. You know, just something that feels more like you, more like I can achieve this, I can do this. The confidence that's coming through. I'm excited for you, Scorpio. It feels like, okay, I'm elevating here. It's you retaining that kind of power. Just power. That's all I'm seeing here. Again, this take back your power, but it's something that feels like, yeah, I'm confident again. And I was actually going to shuffle these, and they told me, no, take that card. And this is why. They want you to feel confident and take time to breathe out. Again, I say don't go full throttle. If you're going for a drive through the countryside, you're not going to want to just speed. Just amble. Just kind of, you're going to your direction, you're at a steady pace. You're confident behind the wheel, taking in the views, taking in the peace. You know, maybe you can stop off sometimes and just have like this kind of sound of silence, you know, that nice breeze in the trees, and just feeling like, oh, I'm so glad I'm on my way to this. I'm so glad that this journey is peaceful, and I'm so glad I'm enjoying this journey. You know, just something that feels more like you. But regardless of that, Scorpios, I do hope you let me know how it goes. Let me know in the comments below what you're expecting to come in September. And if you'd like a reading from me or a Reiki session, all the information is in the description box. And if you'd like to hear more, please do subscribe, because it helps me reach you and others that may want to hear these readings. But in the meantime, lovelies, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.